Hey everyone, Paige Panzarello here, the Cash Flow Chick. And I wanted to talk today about the big bad asset managers. As everybody in real estate and real estate investing, we're always looking for deals and we're always looking for money. That just is kind of, they go hand in hand. But I wanted to talk to you today about finding the deals here in the note space. It sounds very ominous and daunting to have to contact asset managers. But I use that term kind of as all encompassing. Asset managers are basically just the person that you're going to be in contact with that has product to sell. Now, the cool thing about asset managers in the note space is that it really doesn't matter if you're new. So, let me clarify a little bit. I want to go back a little bit. So asset managers can be people from banks. They can be people from credit unions. They can be people from hedge funds. They can be brokers of notes. Anybody that has any product to sell is what I label an asset manager, okay? So asset managers, again, it sounds very daunting to have to go and try and find them, number one. And then, oh my gosh, what do you say to them? Number two, right? It's kind of scary. So I will talk about, what I'm looking to purchase. Now, again, the cool thing about asset managers, and this is where I was going originally, but the cool thing about asset managers in the note investing space is that there isn't a huge concern that if you're new or not, right? Because we all start out somewhere. And so a lot of times new note investors are terrified to meet with asset managers or to contact asset managers to try and get product to buy, meaning notes to buy, because they don't know what to say. And they have this image, in their head of this scary asset manager. I'm here to dispel that myth, everybody, because asset managers are people too. The reality is they have got product to sell. And if you're a buyer, and I mean a legitimate buyer, nobody likes their time to be wasted. But asset managers in this space are very collaborative. They're very helpful. They are okay with you being new as long as they know that you're not going to waste their time. Okay, they just are concerned mostly that you're going to do what you say you're going to do and that you're going to close the deal. And I think that holds true pretty much for anybody in any kind of real estate transaction is nobody likes a tire kicker. All of us, have busy lives and we're trying to succeed. And in so doing, just asset managers in this space, especially really look for people who do what they say they're going to do. Again, if you're not educated, then you might have a bit harder time as a new and note investor trying to deal with asset managers. But if you are educated, meaning you have taken the time and gone to some sort of education about notes and note investing. It doesn't have to be, tens of thousands of dollars that you spend, but definitely educate yourself. There is some free information that's out there. And of course, you can always contact me at cashflowchick.com/info, INFO, and I'm happy to send you a bunch of free stuff, or /free, and I'm happy to send you a bunch of free stuff. But there is knowledge that is out there that you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars for. Now, again, asset managers are looking for people that are somewhat educated. You don't have to know it all, right? But you have to know some. And if they feel that you know who you are as an investor and what you are looking for as a note investor specifically, they will not have a problem dealing with you. I know it sounds ridiculous, but because sometimes it's really tough to break into any kind of situation where you've got a constant flow of product, or constant assets to buy. But I'll tell you, this business especially is about relationships, especially the note space. So it's just a building that relationship and that rapport with somebody who has notes to sell to you. And again, they don't really care if you're new. I mean, they do to a degree, but they are more concerned that you know what you're doing and that your green dollars are actually going to close that deal. That's what they're most concerned about. So I did want to dispel that myth because it can be very daunting as a new note investor. Of course, I teach my students, how to approach asset managers and where to find them. But again, it's not as hard as you might think, by the way. But again, it's really just a matter of knowing who you are as an investor and then reaching out, making that connection and telling that asset manager, this is the type of asset that I invest in. This is what I'm looking for. And this is, the value ranges that I typically buy in. And so if you know yourself as a note investor, they're going to respect that. And if you do what you say you're going to do, they're going to respect that even more. And believe me when I tell you, you close a deal with them and they're going to be a constant source of product flow for you. So I just wanted to dispel the myth today about the big bad asset manager. It sounds terrible, but they're just people too. And the reality is they're looking for you. They have a problem that you can help them solve, meaning they've got debt on their books, they've got notes for sale that they need to sell, and they're looking to sell them. So as long as you can make that connection and tell them exactly what you're looking for, hopefully it will be the beginning of a very long relationship and a constant source of product for you as a note investor. All right, everybody, talk to you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.